Hey everybody, Adam Arkfeld with Outdoor Adventure Marketing. Today I want to talk a little bit about form submissions and conversions on your landing page or website. Outdoor Adventure Marketing focuses on marketing campaigns for tour and activity operators, and we really just focus on lead generation. So we're looking at using various channels like AdWords, Facebook, and other paid channels in order to drive traffic to a landing page where we're trying to get someone to convert. There's two components to our campaigns. It's putting the campaigns out there, and then when people actually click the ads, when they get to the landing page, we're trying to get them to convert. Most tour operators that we talk to want an online booking first, a phone call second, and then a form submission third. And while I understand why that's the case, that's the exact opposite conversion preference that we see from consumers. Consumers we see typically like to fill out form submissions first. It's the easiest. Calls second to get more information, and then online bookings obviously third, because that means that they're fully committed. So what the tour operators want and what the consumers want are more or less completely flipped around. So what we've done with our landing pages is we've created a few different mechanisms to try and bridge that gap better. And the very first thing I'll say, this is an example of a landing page we built, is that form submissions are powerful. They generate a ton of leads, and they generate a lot of lead activity. We actually see anywhere between 50 and 70% of our leads come from form submissions when we have a phone number and a form submission on the page. So this page, for example, has book your adventure. This links down to our form submission. And then it also has a phone number. And it has, it's a very short, very short landing page just to get people to express interest. And what we see is that 50 to 70% of people of our leads come through form submissions instead of phone calls. And so if you don't have a form on your page because you might miss those emails, that's kind of tough. So what we do is we take so in order to help increase the conversions on the form submissions, because you might be missing those people, we actually take the form that's submitted, and then when the consumer hits book a dive, they're not actually booking a dive in this case, it's just capturing their information, but then we trigger an email that sends to them immediately that says, hey, thanks for reaching out. We're going to get in touch with you as soon as we can. In the meantime, take a look at our booking schedule if you're already ready to book, and it links to the booking schedule. So you might be asking, why don't you just have people book before they complete this form? Well, if you do that and they decide not to book at that moment in time, then you don't have their information. So by having a form here, the form intakes the information, they do book a dive, now you have it in your database. Then they receive an email that says, hey, if you're ready to book, go ahead and click here. But the thing that's amazing that we can actually do that satisfies the book now situation is that when they hit book a dive, we can redirect them to a booking link so they can just book online. So now you've captured their information, which you can use to follow up over the next couple of days, or if you do longer term prospecting. And then they actually are getting the booking link on the next page, allowing them to book right away. So I think rethinking the idea of a contact form on a website or landing page is really important. Yes, we want people to book, but a lot of times they're not ready to book. And so if they're not ready to book, your book now button doesn't do anything. And so then they have to call you. And I mean, let's be honest, the millennial generation is not really all that interested in calling you right now. So if you only have book now and call, you're forcing someone to do something that they don't really want to do. And we're actually seeing that from a data perspective. A lot of people are completing these forms. So provide the form and then make it easy for them to book after that. And then you have their information so you can follow up and call them, especially if you're using some sort of call service. So I encourage all activity operators and the people that we work with and the clients we work with to reconsider the idea of a contact form and what it means. It can be used more as a gateway to the booking interface through whatever booking engine you're using, instead of making it the end all be all of, hey, fill out a contact form and now it goes into the ether. You can actually make it a lot more powerful than that. Again, my name's Adam. I'm with Outdoor Adventure Marketing. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.